It was a bright, clear day on the island of Sodor, and Thomas was pulling the local, the slow train that stops at every station along the main line, from Knapford to Vickerstown. Thomas was still going pretty fast as he arrived at the big station in Vickerstown, the last mainline stop on the island of Sodor. The next morning, Thomas woke up with a smile on his face. Even with all the excitement, work on the railway had to carry on, and Brenham Docks was as busy as ever. Soon, Thomas was back in the yard, shunting trucks again. But that afternoon, as Thomas was pulling the local with Annie and Clarabelle, and then another idea flew into Thomas's funnel. Ashima was very confused. She needed to get to the railway show. But she didn't know which way to go, or who to ask. Meanwhile, Diesel had a plan of his own. At the steamworks, everything had been set up so that Thomas could be repainted. When Ashima had taken Annie and Clarabelle back to Thomas's branch line. She was doing the job that Thomas was meant to be doing. The next morning, Thomas woke up with a smile on his face. He hurried into the yard at Knapford Station to get to work. But Thomas didn't have time to be patient. It was almost the day of the great railway show, and Sir Topham Hatt was choosing his engines. As Diesel was refusing to move his long line of cars, Thomas had decided to try to move them himself. It was the day of the great railway show. Sir Topham Hatt had selected all the engines that he wanted to take with him. Meanwhile, back at the Diesel works, Diesel had some problems of his own. Back in the steamworks on Sodor, Thomas was still feeling rather sorry for himself. So even though he wasn't fully repaired, Thomas was sent to take Gordon the part he needed. He raced right through Vickerstown to get to the bridge. But then there was trouble. At last, Thomas arrived at the show.